Have you ever seen those kind of people where they get lonely, where they have this loneliness feeling? They're gonna do things they promise themselves they will not do. They're gonna be in a friendship which is draining them, in a relationship which is not even in their level. They're gonna text people they swear to God they will never text again or meet them again. They're gonna do it, and it's because they feel lonely. Being alone is a situation. You are alone in that situation. For example, I'm home alone today, or I am working alone today. But loneliness is a feeling, and that feeling is making people do things they should not be doing it. And this is coming from somebody like me. When I was feeling lonely, I hung out with people which was completely much lower than my level, which I was doing one night stand, going out every single Friday and Saturday. People who were only like very slow-minded, very close-minded, were talking about how things are very expensive, how they want to spend money, how they want to save money, and all of those things, which was not even in my level. Or people who thought my dreams were way too big. I want to be an actress in South Korea. It's very far. It's this and that. My dreams were too big for them. But for me, it was just like, no, I have a dream. Everybody has a dream. But surrounding myself with those people because I was lonely made me just be like them. Bitter, sad, lonely all the time, low energy, drained all the time, tired all the time because I was lonely. It was driving me to do all of the things that I did not want to do. And I think one of the biggest misunderstanding nowadays is being lonely and alone is same thing, or they come together, but they rarely come together. Of course, it can be when somebody's alone, they also feel lonely, but it can be completely different. Somebody can be alone and full of energy, just drinking the coffee, enjoying it, doing their job, doing things they want to do. Well, it can be completely different for somebody else. They can be surrounded by with a lot of people, but still feeling alone and feeling lonely, like have this loneliness in them. And the difference is your relationship with yourself. Nobody else, with yourself. I have been both the person who felt lonely surrounded by people. I have been the person who was lonely being alone. I have been the person which was like all by myself and feeling super happy. I have been both of them. In the past, I was that person which literally I said texting people I should not be texting, talking to people, keeping friendships that was draining me, being in not in a relationship, but going on dates with people which was not even in my level, going out with people which I did not want to go out. They was draining my energy. I was wasting my time with those kind of people because I did not want to be with myself. I wanted to run away from my mind, which was not a safe space for me to be in it. And some people drink alcohol, or they take other stuff. They do stupid stuff because they don't want to be in their own mind. But I have created a space for myself in my mind which I feel the safest, so I don't need other people to make me feel good because I do it. That happiness always comes from inside. I used to hear this and I was one of the biggest haters of that thing. I was like, what do you mean it comes from inside? When I'm not happy, how am I gonna create happiness? Like, tell me how. But it actually came from inside. With me, even confidence came from inside. I feel good with seeing my face, then I don't care what other people think about or what I should be doing, what I should not be doing. Also, same thing with happiness. When I was feeling happy, I did not have to go out every single day to just feel happy. I did not have to spend money or do something just to be happy or not feel lonely. So it came from somewhere what I had to feel good with myself, create a safe space for myself, feed my brain with good things so I feel good being in it, not running away from it. Nowadays, like, I can just go out for a coffee. It can be with my family, with my friends, or it can be just alone, sitting on my computer, writing some scripts, thinking, like brainstorming with myself, like just thinking in my head what I should be doing, what I should be not doing, other businesses, how I can live Europe. I'm doing all of those things. My mind is so busy. Time is just passing by. I'm just creating things, listening to things. I have a lot of stuff to do when I'm going out. I don't know like where to start. To read my book, to make a vlog, to make a blog, to write a YouTube script, to make stuff on my TikTok, to edit some stuff. I don't know. I have so much stuff to do. I have created a life for myself where I cannot get depressed. And I'm not saying this like everybody can get depressed, but depression cannot hit a moving object. So be somebody, be super busy. And I'm not saying be busy by doing things that's draining you even more. For example, when I was feeling lonely back in the days, like before I started everything, my self-love journey and finding out about the spirituality and manifestation and even business, Before that, I thought if I was doing things like I was going to work, I will feel less lonely. For example, I was talking with a narcissist. I was not in a relationship with that person. I have said that a lot of times. With that narcissist, and when that narcissist left me and just like doing this push and pull, I was feeling super lonely. And instead of like thinking and being in my feelings, asking myself why I feel like this, I went to work. I worked so much that month. I was working like 3 4 shifts. I was working in 2 different places, in 2 different cities. I was traveling between 2 different cities, and I was working in both of them. One time I worked 36 hours, excuse me, and I could not even feel tired anymore. I was lonely. I was sad inside. So I was keeping myself busy with things that was not doing anything for me. Nowadays, if something like that happened, or if something is happening to me, how I keep myself busy is with meditation, with yoga, with workout, with reading books, with writing about, with talking about, with listening about things about it. Like go on YouTube, find something about, find other people who experience the same thing. That's what I do. That's how I keep myself busy. Of course, my hours is passing by anyways, but I use it in a good way to create something for myself, to help people not be in the same situation or make the same mistake I made. So what I do, I still keep myself busy. But how? Not with things that drain me, but with things that's actually giving me something or creating a future for myself. I'm even creating something out of my sadness, out of the people who's hurting me. That's how I do it. And I'm not saying I'm the perfect human being. I'm not even what I want to be. But I'm saying just simply do not make the mistakes that I made. Do better things. Do not drain yourself by working just because you are sad or you have an emotional damage or something that happened to you. Just use it in a good way. And your dreams are never way too big. Never. You have it for a reason. Question is, why are we, especially this generation, being so afraid to be alone? Just like being alone. Because from childhood, like the first time we came and we think like can go back to it and we even remember is we remember we had our parents, siblings, most of people had people around them because they were still dependent on someone to take care of them. And then school, surrounded by a lot of people, a lot of people. Then after school you go to this practice, this and that, you always have people around you. You go out to the streets and you see your friends and you talk to people all the time. At work you have people, so you are never alone. So when you are alone you feel uncomfortable, like what am I gonna do with myself now? Because you don't know yourself enough. Society has made us go through a roller coaster of life, which is just things that is like the norm. So basically when things are happening, we don't know how to do it. Like, oh, this is so, I'm alone with myself. What am I gonna do with myself? Because you don't know yourself enough. You don't know what you like. You don't know what's your weak point. You don't even want to talk about it. People asking you questions and you starting laughing because you don't know what to answer when a question is about you. You know, yeah, you enjoy watching football or enjoy watching K-drama. Of course, you like to hang out with your friends, but what you do when you are alone? What are the things that you want to do with yourself? And one of the things that is happening when you are alone with yourself is your thoughts getting louder. I call this mini person in my brain because she does not always listen to me. We're kind of opposite. The thoughts you have, they get louder. And when it gets louder, you feel uncomfortable because you do not know who that is. You don't know what this thing is. You don't know, this is yourself, your own thoughts. You don't know how to answer it, how to talk to it, how to even treat it, because you never been with yourself. You never know yourself. And you think, oh my god, who you might guys like literally think, most of you might be like, oh my god, what is she even saying? How can I not know myself? I have been with myself for that amount of years. I went to school with myself. I have did things to myself. We have been through everything. Nobody knows me like I know myself. Yeah, I know that. But there's more of you. There's a lot more of you. Those thoughts, those things you feel in your heart, they're completely different things from the things that you have been through. Have you even asked yourself, after your friend hurt you, how you felt? Why you did the thing that you did? Why you answered that way? I had hurt a friend of me while we were in university. This person was super kind to me, super nice to me. Of course, we are not close friends anymore because I'm in different city. It's just a lot of things, and I hurt that friend a lot. That friend was a good person, okay, but I hurt them because of the way I was feeling insecure about me. I wanted validation from her, like she was my mom. I wanted for her to like validate me, to say, yeah, you are doing amazing in this. But she always had an answer for the things. For example, I was telling her I want to do this. She was like, you know, you need this. And she was very realistic, but I was not realistic. And I kind of like started hating her, and I hurt her a lot, which I felt super bad. Till this day I feel super bad. I have apologized to her. We have met a few times after, but the fact that I lost that friend, maybe we just went separate ways. It's life, it's happening. But if I was not talking to myself, if I was not literally telling myself, you did this wrong, you hurt this person, who else is even doing that? Nobody. If everybody's blaming other people. I know a lot of people which is like something happened, they do a mistake, and they're blaming everyone else. Who is blaming themselves anymore? Nobody. Because you guys don't know yourself enough. And with this YouTube video, I just want you to go through yourself, to learn about yourself, do some shadow work. What is shadow working? You're gonna bring some questions, you're gonna ask yourself, and you're gonna answer the questions. Nobody has to ask you. You're gonna ask yourself. You're gonna be super true with it. You're not gonna fake anything. That's shadow working. Just go and do it. You have to go through series of things just to get to know yourself. Not like traumas and stuff. I'm not meaning, like, I don't mean that. I mean things that you do to get to know yourself. The limits you push, the uncomfort you feel. There was like one thing, I was doing hot yoga, and I have told you guys about it. I have shared in my story. But I went on a vacation, and after I came back, I have not been working out since 17th of May, like one day before I went on my vacation this year. So yesterday I went for a workout. It has been like 1 month and something, few like 2-3 weeks after I went it. And on my way there, it's in the city. I have seen that place many times. On my way there, I was super uncomfortable and anxious about it. But I still did it. I still push myself to do it, pushing my limits, putting myself out of my comfort zone just to get to know myself more. And on my way there, it was like 20 minutes right, like car ride. I was there, but like on my way I was thinking, oh my god, I feel so uncomfortable. What can it be? Is it because it might something bad might happen, my intuition, my gut feeling, or it's because I'm on my way there and I feel uncomfortable doing something new? And then when I was thinking of the time I first went to my hot yoga, I was thinking to back then, and I was like, oh my god, I felt the same kind of feeling, the same kind of uncomfort on my way there. So I could easily say, I still feel uncomfortable doing something new, even though I have done it a million times. I have changed my workout place, I have changed my gym many times, I have been to different gyms, I have been doing different things, I have been going to dance, Muay Thai, I have been going to a lot of other things, and I still feel uncomfortable. I have doing sport, and I still feel uncomfortable when I am on my way there. When I am there, I'm doing my things, it just feels good. On my way back home, it felt super good. But that's how I know myself. Doing new things is making me uncomfortable on my way there. But what I have to do, I still have to do it. That's one tiny thing I had to find out by changing kind of my hobby million times, going to different places many times. How I found out that? By doing it, by making myself feel super uncomfortable. That's how you're gonna learn about yourself, by experiencing things, doing things with yourself alone. Loneliness also lowers your friendship, relationship, dating, anything else. Standards also lower. And this is coming from an experience, because I was lonely. I was going on dates with people which was way lower level than mine. And when I say this, I don't mean in a money way. I don't mean in any way. I just mean in mindset way. Their mindset was sleeping with a new girl, going out with everyone they can put their hands on. And I was hanging out with those kind of people. Of course, I was not coming to their level, but I was still around with those people. I was still surrounded with those kind of people, which was making me feel bad and less. And even people was seeing me was like, why is she hanging out with those kind of people? Just because I was lonely, my standards went to the floor. It went to hell. Just because I was lonely, I could not be with myself. I could not enjoy my own company, so I had to be in company of other people which I did not even like. Just because I was lonely. Even in friendships, I was being friends with people who their mindset was like, my dreams are big. Their mindset was, you have to work your whole life. You have to go to school to become something. That was the standards. Or marrying someone and being taken care of their whole life. Of course, I also want to get married and being taken care of, but I'm not making this my life goal. I'm not gonna get married when I'm 21, when I'm 25, just because that's what everyone else is doing. I was surrounded with those kind of people because I was not enjoying my own mindset, my own company, until I had enough and I had to change it. And of course, after I have told you all of those things about loneliness, about standards, and all of those things I just talked about, I'm gonna tell you how to stop feeling less lonely and in the end, just make it much better. Of course, you're gonna have days where you're feeling lonely again, when you feel like messaging those kind of people just so you can escape for one day because you're tired of being with yourself all the time. Of course, everybody has those moments. I have it too. Sometimes I'm just like, I just want to have a friend that I can go out with. Just somebody who's in the same mindset as me. Not just the people who wants to be with me, who wants to meet me. Just somebody who's right. I also have those days. But it's much less than it used to be. It can happen maybe once, twice a year. Or in a month. It just depends on what things are happening in my life. But how to escape loneliness, I can help you with that. And it's not gonna happen overnight. It's gonna happen slowly but surely. It's going to happen for you. So let's get started. What you're gonna do, you're gonna find things you have to do. The hobbies you used to like when you were a child. What were the things? You want to be a writer, a painter, just draw something, who you wanted to be. You want to be a football player, a basketball player? Just take up things you used to like. And with that, I'm gonna make a video about polymath. With that, I'm telling you, do not listen to people who's telling you stick to one thing. Sticking to one thing means just being a failure. And I'm not saying everybody's a failure who's sticking to one thing, good for them. But you have to do things, create things, have knowledge in a lot of parts, because we humans are a lot. Just imagine, there's a lot of people who studying the brain, studying the heart, studying skin, studying face, doing plastic surgery, all of those things. They are specified in one thing. But we, like even humans, we have a lot of things that we can learn about. So why not you as a human having a lot of hobbies, doing a lot of things, learning a lot of things at the same time? Of course, nobody is going to stop you. So go out there, learn things, do things. Also, start your self-love journey. And to start this, my YouTube channel is literally perfect because I started from feeling like shit, having nothing. And right now, my mindset is all I have. My relationship with myself is the thing that I'm proud about the most. The things I'm learning, the way I'm living my life, I'm proud of it. I might not be exactly where I want to be at the top, but I'm on my way there. I'm not rushing anything because I need to learn my lessons. I have to share it with you guys. I have to make all of those mistakes and share it with you guys. So start with this YouTube channel, find all of the self-love things, find how to talk to people, how to escape manipulators, how to create friends, how to have friends, how to create a life for yourself that you enjoy it. Simple things can be go to the gym, do not use your headphone. Not every day, just once a while. Talk to cashiers, talk to people, be nice to people. I don't know, you don't have to have that damn headphone all the time. Talk to people. Go out there and sit with yourself and drink some coffee. Go to a concert alone. Go to a restaurant alone. Take yourself on solo dates. Read books. Read books that are good for you. Listen to podcasts that are good for you. Listen to people who has been the same place you were and they have left it. Do things about your hobbies. Learn new hobbies. Start writing. Start talking about the things that you enjoy, and then your life is gonna be more interesting. So stop waiting for people to make your life interesting, because you are the only owner of this body and you can make your life interesting. You can do the things that you enjoy. A lot of people on social media, like, it's crazy how much knowledge is on social media nowadays. You can just take something and learn it. You want to learn a guitar, go on YouTube and learn. You don't even have to pay for it anymore. It's super easy to make yourself busy with good things. Maybe being alone is not the monster or the discomfort we have thought that it was. It's a place where you can learn about yourself, love yourself, create something with yourself, where your standards become stronger, where you stop chasing people who is not for you, where your mindset completely changes, and when you learn about yourself. And one of the most beautiful things that is happening when loneliness loses its power in your life is you are someone complete. You are perfect, the definition of perfect. You are complete. And the people that comes to your life and you are allowing them to come to your life, they are there because they are adding value to your life, not because you need them, not because they are filling a void in your life. They are there because they're adding to your perfect life. And that's how the right people is gonna come to your life. And that's how everybody can pass by you and you're not gonna care about it because they're not adding anything to your life. For me, I can be alone. I'm alone all the time and I don't even mind. I have my own family. But I can go to work, I can talk to people, enjoy my time with them, with my patients, with my co-workers, with the people I meet, with all the people I talk to. I enjoy it so much, but that's it. If they're not adding any value to my life, they have no space in my life. I want you to also be somebody like that, because I have been there and been lonely, and doing things out of loneliness is the thing that I regret the most. Not like regretting it, because I don't regret anything in life, but the things I wish I did it in a better way, which is also regret. But it's not like something I want to go back and change it, because if it was not for that, I will not be here telling you about loneliness. I will not be here telling you how to fix it. So thank you guys so much for being here this Friday as well. I made this because a lot of people has been asking me, and I see it a lot on social media, that people is doing things out of loneliness, even in the comment section, be like, oh, I'm gonna text my ex, I'm gonna go back to my ex, all of those things. I mean, do your thing, by all means. Learn by yourself, do your own things, make your own mistakes, learn from other people's mistake. Okay, so thank you guys so much for being here. Share it with a friend who might need this. And also, I'm so happy for you to be on this self-love journey. So go and look at my other YouTube videos. I have created a lot of things where it's all from experience. Like, it's not anything else I have more than my own experience, my own mistakes that I have made from my lowest moment. Thank you again, and see you next Friday with a brand new video. Love you all.